Hello everyone, welcome to Pristine Felicity. So today I am back with two maths problems. The problems were shared yesterday in our Telegram group. So if you haven't joined yet, you can join now. The link is there in the description. So let's move ahead and see the formal wording of the question. The question says consider the function gx defined as here given here, and then you need to find the value of g2. So let us try to solve this one. So let me first write the equation that was given regarding this gx over here. So it is given gx into x to the power 2 to the power 2011 minus 1 whole bracket is equal to x plus 1 into x square plus 1 into x to the power 4 plus 1, and it goes on till x to the power 2 to the power 2010 plus 1 and then minus 1. So to solve this problem we can do one thing. We can multiply and divide by x minus 1 in the right hand side. So what we will get is x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x square plus 1, and it goes on like here only, I am not writing again, by x minus 1. So now you can see here this x minus 1 and x plus 1, we can use the formula a square minus b square, and we will get x square minus 1. And then x square minus 1 into x square plus 1, we will again get x to the power 4 minus 1. So if we keep doing in that manner, what we will finally get is x to the power 2 to the power 2010 minus 1 into x to the power 2 to the power 2010 plus 1 by x minus 1, and this minus 1 is there, and then again we can use a square minus b square formula. So what we will get here is x to the power 2 to the power 2010 plus 1, so it will be x to the power 2 to the power 2011 minus 1 by x minus 1 minus 1. So now we can simplify it a bit. Let us take x minus 1 in the LCM. So it will be x to the power 2 to the power 2011 minus 1 minus x plus 1 whole by x minus 1. So this 1 gets cancelled, and then we can take x common. So it will be x into x to the power 2 to the power 2011 minus 1 by x minus 1. So now we can complete this left hand side too. You can see that this term is common in both, so we can just cancel them, and what we will finally get is gx is equal to x by x minus 1. Now we are said to find g2, so we can just put the value of x as 2, then we will get 2 by 2 minus 1, that is simply 2, and that's the answer. So now let us look into the second problem. The problem says let fx equal to ln of x square plus e by x square plus 1. Then the range of gx, which is a given function, is needed to be found. So now to find the range we will use the concept of calculus, that is by differentiating and then putting equal to 0. So let us take the function as g of theta, where we will write fx as theta. So we have the function as g theta is equal to root of sine theta plus root of cos theta. Now let us differentiate it with respect to theta, that is g dash of theta, that will be cos theta by 2 root of sine theta minus sine theta by 2 root of cos theta, and that will be equal to 0 for the extreme values, and on solving we can get that theta is equal to pi by 4. So now we know that one of the extreme values is at theta equal to pi by 4. So putting that value, we have g of pi by 4, that is equal to root of sine pi by 4 plus root of cos pi by 4. So that is root of 1 by root 2 plus root of 1 by root 2. And that will be 2 times 1 by 2 to the power 1 by 4, and that is nothing but 2 to the power 3 by 4. So this is one of the extreme values. Given that this question is an objective type, you can easily mark the answer as A now, as that is the only option with 2 to the power 3 by 4. But I will go ahead with trying to find the other extreme value too. Now for that, let us look into f of x. Let us now try to find the range of f of x, which is given as ln x square plus e by x square plus 1. Now let us see what is the range of x square plus e by x square plus 1. See what we can write. X square plus e by x square plus 1 can be written as x square plus 1 plus e minus 1 by x square plus 1, and that is x square plus 1 by x square plus 1 plus e minus 1 by x square plus 1. So that will be 1 plus e minus 1 by x square plus 1. So now we know that x square varies from 0 to infinity, and x square plus 1 will vary from 1 to infinity. So 1 by x square plus 1 will vary from 0 to 1. And so e minus 1 by x square plus 1 will vary from 0 to e minus 1. And so we can find the range of this value over here, that is 1 plus e minus 1 by x square plus 1, that will vary from 1 to e. And 1 plus e minus 1 by x square plus 1 is nothing but x square plus e by x square plus 1. So this value will vary from 1 to e. Now we have to find ln of this value, that is ln of x square plus e by x square plus 1. This will vary from 0 to 1. Now ln of x square plus e by x square plus 1 is nothing but fx. So we finally found out the range of fx, that is from 0 to 1. Now we can put this value in gx and see what value we get. So for fx equal to 0, or more precisely tending to 0, as it will never be equal to 0, tending to 0, we will get gx as root of sine 0 plus root of cos 0. That is 0 plus 1, and that will be 1. So one of the tending values of gx is 1. And we can also find out the other value, that is when fx is equal to 1, that will be gx equal to root of sine 1 plus root of cos 1. Now as you can see, like this value is not given in any of the options, so you can just eliminate it. Also I can tell you the value of this comes out to be approximately something like 1.132, and this 2 to the power 3 by 4 is higher than this. 2 to the power 3 by 4 comes out to be 1.68. So 2 to the power 3 by 4 will be the maximum value, and the lowest value will be this 1, and it will be tending to 1. So option A is correct, that is from 1 to 2 to the power 3 by 4, that is the answer. So that was all. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also you may join the Telegram group, as I keep sharing such problems there, and also I give updates regarding this channel. Thank you.